Today I'm taking a look at the latest addition to the Badee Al Oud collection of fragrances from Lattafa. This is called Sublime, and it's taken me a little while to think what this might be a clone of, but I think I've finally managed to work it out. So to find out all about this one and whether it is as sublime as what the name suggests, stay tuned to this episode of Mags Frags. Yes, hello again and welcome to this latest episode of Mags Frags, where it's the fragrance that's the star of the show. My name's Paul and today's scent of the day is Lattafa Sublime, which is described as a fruity gourmand fragrance for both men and women. It's an eau de parfum concentration and it comes in a 100ml bottle size, and I picked this one up for £27.99 from eBay, but it seems to be readily available from lots of other online retailers for a roughly the same price. Okay, so into the presentation, and the fragrance arrives in a rigid cardboard presentation box in a deep red colourway. There's a clear plastic window on the front so you can see the bottle in all its full splendour. There's also the name of the fragrance and the house printed in gold. On the back is where you'll find all your product information, including a barcode and a QR code, as well as the usual Lattafa hologram sticker of authenticity. The bottle is mounted into a velour surround, and just like all the other fragrances in this line, it feels really super heavy and it just feels really weighty and premium, especially for a fragrance in this price point. You get a thin metal plate that wraps all the way around the front and the sides, and that contains the name of the fragrance and the name of the house, as well as lots of intricate detailing. There's a rubberized cap which contains another metal insert in the top featuring the Lattafa logo. I don't know if you can see that there. And then down at the bottom you get yet another gold plaque with all the product information engraved into it. And like I've said on many occasions before when I've reviewed stuff from this line, I can't believe that they can sell these fragrances at this price point with this kind of level of presentation. It feels extremely high quality and well put together. The spray quality is also really decent, so yeah, as per usual, this one gets a 10 out of 10 for its presentation. Yes, so into the note breakdown, and the top notes in this are lychee, rose and apple. In the heart we've got jasmine and plum, and the base notes in this are moss, vanilla and patchouli. Okay, so from the first spray of this, you're going to get lots of fruity sweetness, and it's more of a synthetic sugary fruitiness like you'll find in a fruit flavoured boiled sweet, but it smells delicious all the same. There's lots of tangy green apple, and the lychee just adds a hint of tropical watery freshness, and you can also pick up on some of the velvety rose, and this is the kind of aroma that you'd get from an apple shampoo or a body wash. It's a really pleasant fruity smell that's pretty impossible to dislike, and as soon as I first sprayed it I knew I'd smelled this scent somewhere before, but I just couldn't quite put my finger on what it was. I initially thought it might be a copy of Herba Pura by Xerjoff, but even though that's also very fruity, they weren't the same when I tested them side by side, and it did start to frustrate me a little bit because I knew I'd 100% recognised it. It took me a little while to find out what it was, but I finally got there in the end, and it's virtually identical to Eden Juicy Apple by Kay Ali, which I reviewed in one of my Perfume Parlour for Women reviews. And even though this is also marketed as a fragrance for men and women, in my opinion, I do think that this will appeal more to women, and I would be interested to find out how many men have got this in their collection. Having said that, this produces an extremely pleasant aroma, and I'd personally be happy to wear it, but don't blame me if you blind buy this and it's too feminine for you, because I did tell you so. It smells very clean, very sweet and very playful, and it retains a linear kind of sweet fruitiness all the way through the lifespan of its fragrance because of the plum note in the heart of the scent and also the vanilla in the base. There are also earthy notes of patchouli and moss in this, but in my opinion these are kind of undetectable, and this is just an out and out kind of candy fruit bomb. Yeah, this is definitely a spring and summer type fragrance, and I think it's more of a casual everyday scent. It's got a youthfulness to it, so I think it'll be ideally suited to maybe a female in her late teens, early 20s to wear as like a work scent. But if you are confident and you're a bit of a modern guy, then there's no reason why you couldn't pull this one off. Just make sure that you do know that you enjoy sugary sweet scents before you're pulling the trigger on this one. This would also work well after a really nice long shower when you want to really prolong that super clean smell as you settle down for maybe a night in front of the TV. In terms of its performance, it's an EDP concentration and it lasts for maybe 7 to 8 hours, but it goes from having a really huge projection in the first hour or so to becoming more of a skin scent that you need to be quite close to catch a waft of it after like the 1 hour mark. It's decent enough though, and I sprayed it on myself around about 3 hours ago and I can still smell it every now and again as I'm kind of moving around, so not a bad performer. Yeah, so in summary, in terms of like a general aroma, this is absolutely lovely, and anyone who says that they don't like how this smells must be some kind of nutcase. But if I ask myself honestly how many times I'm going to personally choose to wear this over my other fragrances, I'd have to say not too many. This is probably going to end up being one that I give away to a female family member, and my mum smelled it yesterday and she thinks it smells gorgeous, so she'll probably end up with it on her dressing table. But it's one of those times where I literally can't fault the fragrance itself, but it's just one that I'm probably not going to wear, so it's I would say about a 7 out of 10 for me. Okay, so that's about it for today's review, but coming up in the next episode, I am going to be bringing you a selection of fragrances that I think project authority and they kind of command respect and a bit more grown up. So if you're looking for a more sophisticated and elegant smelling scent, then make sure to tune into the next instalment. Also, if you enjoy the content that I produce and you find it in any way useful, then please don't forget to give the video a like and maybe subscribe to the channel, as this helps with all the YouTube algorithms and will get my videos pushed out in front of a few more eyeballs. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, keep smelling fresh, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye bye for now.